That's it. Look at that. Right on there. Watch that tail drop. All right. Put my back rack on. I thought about trying to move this rack over here, and I think I will. It just shifts the weight a little bit more forward. I carry these 6-gallon fuel cans. Oh. Take that one and put it back here. There you go. I can put something up there if I need. Now I gotta put some water in the camper. Too much to do. Use that guy a little bit. Get sprayed. It's raining anyway, right? All right, got the truck ready to roll, and we took off about 5:30 on Friday and stopped at this campground, a Gingko Petrified Forest campground. It's kind of a cool place right on the Columbia River. I didn't get much footage there, so sorry about that, but that's just a view of taking off in the morning, did a quick stop to check things out, and you can kind of see the Columbia and the gorge, and we even stopped up above and got this little shot for you. It's a beautiful area. You know, it's high desert out here, but just gorgeous. Anyway, we continued to make our way to the customer's location, and you know, this is a long drive. It was 167 miles, but we got to Leavenworth, which is absolutely gorgeous. If you've never been to Leavenworth, Washington, look it up. It's basically a little Bavarian village in the Cascades, which are kind of like the Alps, I guess, so it's pretty cool. We did a quick drive through and then headed to the customer location. And the customer's location, once we got to it, it was pretty obvious this was going to be a little bit of a challenge getting up to the customer's site. The rise was like 75 feet and 500, which is about a 15% grade, though there's a flat spot you can kind of see right here that I'm going to get up onto. So you got kind of this steep climb. I actually went down at a 4 low just to make sure I had no problems. I mean, I'm carrying a 4,500 pound camper and a nearly 4,000 pound sawmill. But we got up onto the flat spot and then I hiked up to the top there, and that's a good hike. You know, you're kind of a little bit sucking wind up there trying to get up to this location. And we got up, took a look around, talked about the logs and things, kind of discussed what we could or couldn't do, and looked at what we had. There was a couple 20-footers up front and then a 16-footer that was about 32 inches behind those, and the customer wanted that log quarter sawn, so that's no problem. We'll do that for him. It'll be a bit of a challenge with a log that big because you're going to have some trouble trying to drop down very far into the log to get that first big cut off the top, you know, that's at least 4 to 4, 5, 6 inches wide, so that you can make some decent quarter sawn stuff out of it.
Yep.
Well, let's see if we can get the mill up here first. That'll be fun. Once we kind of took a look around, got an idea of the layout, it was time to jump back in the truck and head up the hill. And I'll be honest with you, I was in 4 low and I was like, man, I hope I can make it up here. It was a lot steeper than it looks, and I didn't want to have to back down, but we made it up. It was a bit tricky getting the mill set in, but every new job, every new site, when you're doing remote portable milling like this, it's always an adventure. You know, we're going to get into some big wood here. We've got some 20-footers and 16-footers. We're making true dimension stuff, so I'll bring that to you next. As always, like and subscribe. I really love it if you do that. I appreciate it a great deal. Helps the channel out, spreads the videos out, and and if you want to see more of what these remote milling jobs are like, stick around, hit that notification bell, and it's going to let you know when the next video comes out. And you can see each job is going to be different. Every job site is different, and you might run into stuff like this where I had to pull the camper kind of up onto this driveway that was really, really steep, and then back it in and try to get this thing backed in with some soft ground to the right of the camper that I had to worry about. We didn't want to slough off on that. You know, something that's 14 feet tall and weighs as much as I do, you don't want to be sloughing off and rolling it off the side, or that'd just destroy everything. So a little bit of an adventure right there. And how about those stairs going up the side of that hillside? Those were crazy. My wife actually ended up walking up those, and she told me that the distance between stairs was like higher than she can lift her legs up to make that walk. But it was the only way you're going to get up that really steep hill like that. Anyway, folks, this was a gorgeous location. Wonderful people to mill for. Absolutely fantastic folks. You know, and that's one thing about remote portable milling like this is you just meet great people and work hard together. And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm an old jarhead, but I like working hard with people and producing something for them out of all that hard work. And that's what we're going to do here. Now, there's a little bit of site, you know, kind of layout. You get to see a little bit of what happens when you show up on site, how the mill gets set up and prepped for the next job. But pretty amazing stuff. Wonderful site, beautiful logs. What more could you ask for? Well, maybe not quite as steep and harrowing a drive up to the milling location, but you know what? We got up there and we were able to get the mill in place, and we milled about 3,600 board feet for this customer up on the side of this hill. And the only real concern I had, honestly, was the way down. I was thinking, man, that's going to be fun driving down out of here. I've got some steep stuff. You know, the math says 15% on this. My driveway at our cabin's 22%. Honestly, this one was steeper, maybe because it's a little more narrow or something, but frankly, it seemed steeper. And, you know, I was just thinking that on the way down, it was going to be quite the adventure. But I put it in 4-low with hill descent control on, and that big old dude just crawled on down the hill, and away we went. So great adventure, so much fun. We had an awesome evening with the customers on Saturday night, sitting around a nice fire pit, just having a couple adult beverages and enjoying that hard day's labor, knowing we're going to sleep pretty good that night. So, well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. Gives you an idea of what to expect when you go out on some of these jobs. Well, you just don't know what to expect, really, but kind of gives you an idea of what I go through when I show up on a new job site, especially one like this one. I didn't get a chance to do a site visit. It was just too far away. And, you know, when you're nearly, you know, you're almost 170 miles from home, it's a long ways to make a site visit, especially with today's gas prices, right? So I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, do me a favor. Really love it if you'd hit that like button for me. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. The old Jarhead out.